Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the wisdom of Stoicism to help you navigate the complexities of 2025 and beyond. Life often feels like a relentless whirlwind, pulling us in 100 different directions. We're constantly bombarded with information, demands, and expectations, leaving many of us feeling overwhelmed and unsure of where to focus our energy. But what if I told you there's a philosophy that can help you cut through the noise and live with more clarity and purpose? That's the power of Stoicism. We'll explore 7 key Stoic don'ts that will equip you with practical tools to transform your thinking, actions, and approach to life's challenges. Are you ready to take control and step into 2025 with confidence? Let's begin. Don't let external chaos dictate your inner peace. Our modern world is a constant barrage of information, breaking news, social media, heated debates, that can leave us feeling anxious and drained. Stoicism reminds us that while we can't always control external events, we have absolute control over our internal response. Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Too often, we surrender our peace of mind to the chaos around us. We scroll endlessly through social media, absorbing negativity and internalizing judgmental comments. We engage in arguments over trivial matters, dwelling on them long after they've ended. We need to consciously choose to protect our inner world from being overrun by external chaos. Think of your mind as a fortress. Its security depends on the gates you choose to leave open. Guard those gates carefully, letting in only what serves your well-being. This isn't about avoidance or ignorance, but about setting intentional boundaries. In a world that constantly competes for your attention, boundaries are a form of self-respect. Start your day by setting your own tone, instead of letting your phone dictate it. Learn to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Practice mindfulness throughout your day, asking yourself, "Is this mine to carry?" If not, let it go. If yes, deal with it calmly, one step at a time. Create daily grounding practices like morning reflection and journaling to help you process emotions and clear your mental space. Don't chase approval or fear judgment. Many of us spend a significant portion of our lives seeking external validation, measuring our worth by what others think. This need for approval can subtly shape our lives, leading us to hesitate, compare ourselves to others, and ultimately, compromise our authenticity. Stoicism reminds us that this behavior is both unnecessary and harmful. You can't control what others think. Their opinions are shaped by their own biases and insecurities. Why let something so unstable dictate the course of your life? Think of your life as a ship at sea. If you're constantly adjusting your course based on others' directions, you'll never reach your destination. Set your own course, steer towards your values, and you'll feel grounded. Remember, you're never going to please everyone. Your energy is better spent aligning with your values than chasing fleeting approval. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What do I value? Root your actions in those answers, and you'll discover a freedom no amount of likes or validation can provide. Practice detachment. When you worry about what someone thinks, ask yourself, does this opinion change who I am? Chances are, it doesn't. Practice gratitude. Appreciate those who value you for who you are. Surround yourself with uplifting people and let go of relationships that drain you with constant judgment. Don't ignore the present moment. It's tempting to dwell on the past or worry about the future, but the only time we truly have control over is the present. Seneca's advice, "The whole future lies in uncertainty, live immediately," is timeless and profoundly relevant in today's fast-paced world. We waste hours staring at screens, scrolling past the beauty of life unfolding right in front of us. The perfect moment to act, connect, and live fully never arrives. We must create those moments by noticing the present. Think of the present moment as a fleeting gust of wind. You can't hold on to it or chase it after it's passed, but if you pause long enough to feel it, you're reminded that you're alive. The present moment may seem ordinary, but when we focus too much on the past or future, we miss its extraordinary details. When you're not present, life feels overwhelming, weighed down by the past or frozen by the future. Ground yourself in the moment by taking time to pause and appreciate your surroundings. Really taste your food, truly listen when someone speaks. Focus on one task at a time. These small acts are powerful. They pull you out of your racing mind and into the reality of now. Don't be a slave to your emotions. Emotions are powerful forces. They can drive us to greatness or lead to regrettable decisions. Stoicism teaches us that emotions don't control us unless we let them. They may arise naturally, but how we respond determines their impact. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom, "You have power over your mind, not outside events," applies directly to managing emotions. Feelings are temporary, they rise, fall, and pass. However, unchecked emotions can shape our actions, strain relationships, and cloud judgment. The Stoics believed we must observe our emotions without being consumed by them. Think of emotions like a wildfire. Left uncontrolled, they destroy everything, but with awareness and the right tools, you can contain and harness them. The goal isn't to suppress emotions but to understand them. Anger might signal something unfair, fear, a danger. When you assess what your emotions are signaling, you regain the ability to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. Pause, breathe, and ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to tell me? Is my reaction helping or hindering? Use perspective. Remember how small your troubles are in the grand scheme of life. Don't lose sleep over things you don't need. Modern life encourages endless accumulation, but Stoicism teaches that contentment doesn't come from having more, but from needing less. Epictetus stated, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." The more you accumulate, the more you have to manage and protect. Stuff begins to own you, rather than the other way around. This constant striving is exhausting and a distraction from what truly matters. Think of your life as a garden. If you plant too much, the beauty of individual blooms is lost in the chaos. Simplicity creates space for clarity, gratitude, and peace. It's not about deprivation, but about creating space for what aligns with your values. Ask yourself, does this add value to my life, before making a purchase? Declutter your home. Letting go of what you don't need frees your mind from the weight of excess. This extends beyond physical possessions. Consider commitments, relationships, or habits that no longer serve you. The beauty of needing less is that it brings a sense of abundance. Focus on what truly matters: relationships, meaningful work, personal growth, and you'll realize you already have more than enough. Don't resist change or cling to the past. Change is inevitable, yet we often cling to the familiar, resisting what feels uncomfortable. We believe that holding tight will freeze time, but resisting change only creates suffering. Stoicism reminds us that growth happens when we stop fighting the inevitable and learn to adapt with grace. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Loss is nothing but change, and change is nature's delight." This isn't just acceptance, it's an invitation to see change as an opportunity. Think of life as a river. You can cling to the banks, exhausting yourself, or you can let go and flow with it. Accepting change opens us to possibilities we couldn't see before. A closed door might lead to an open window. A loss may create space for something new. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to like every change, but resisting reality only delays your ability to adapt. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Reflect on past changes and how you've adapted. Ground yourself in the present moment when change feels overwhelming. Clinging to the past keeps you tethered to something that no longer exists. Letting go creates space for the new. Don't forget the bigger picture. It's easy to get lost in the minutiae of daily life, but Stoicism urges us to look beyond the immediate demands and keep the bigger picture in focus. The Stoics practiced memento mori, remember that you will die, not to dwell on death, but to live fully and intentionally. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now." Let that determine what you do, and say, and think. This isn't about morbid preoccupation, but using mortality as a reminder of life's shortness. When you're aware of your limited time, you stop wasting it on things that don't matter. Think of life as a camera lens. When zoomed in, you see only a blur of details, but zooming out reveals the bigger picture. To avoid losing sight of the bigger picture, step back and reflect regularly. Ask yourself, am I spending my time on what truly matters? Are my actions aligned with my values? Create a life values list and revisit it often to guide your choices. Living with the bigger picture in mind doesn't mean ignoring small things, it's about balancing the details with their greater purpose. In conclusion, these 7 Stoic don'ts offer a powerful framework for navigating the challenges and uncertainties of 2025 and beyond. By embracing these principles, cultivating inner peace, rejecting the need for external validation, living in the present moment, mastering your emotions, simplifying your life, accepting change, and keeping the bigger picture in mind, you can create a life filled with purpose, peace, and strength. Remember, a better life doesn't come from avoiding challenges, but from how you choose to face them. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little Stoic inspiration. Keep growing, and we'll see you next time. Stay grounded, and take care.